Don't be afraid to cut off people from holding you back from achieving, from being the best version of yourself. So, like I said, walk out that cage and do not look back. Don't think, oh, if this cage is so comfortable out there, it might be freezing cold. Babes, the cage isn't comfortable. It's all imagination, babes. You think the cage is comfortable. The cage isn't comfortable. The cage is in you up every single time you allow yourself to sit in that cage. It's in you up and you don't even see it because you're so focused on what might happen on the outside of that cage that you completely forgot all the bad things that's happening inside of it. Hi my power queens, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be telling y'all how to become confident as a teen. I'm talking to you teens out there. Allow yourself to release your feelings. When you feel as if crying, that's what you do, because you have to release your feelings one way or another. You do not want to bundle your feelings up. Okay to feel anger for a little bit. We're going to feel anger, and you don't just push that in and bundle that up into a cup. No, you allow yourself to feel angry, and you sit there and like, I'm angry right now, but that does not mean that I'm an angry person. So you have to allow yourself to feel these feelings, because if you don't, you will tend to bundle these feelings up a lot. And once you get really mad, that's when all those feelings will just come rushing down like a hurricane. Like it would just, well, hurricanes go up. I'm feeling these emotions, yeah, but I'm not going to allow these emotions to become the picture of my life. And you sit there, you feel the emotion, and then you move on. And you're like, okay, now I'm finna move on. I'm finna take another step. Every single day we take another step, we're getting ready for a new day and a new time. And that's what you got to be like. You got to be like, I'm going to put this behind me, and I'm going to allow it to flow away in the river. It's just not going to flow back to me. Do not put your feelings in a cup and bundle them up, and then sooner or later, if you do that, they will just blow like a bomb. And we don't want that to happen. I'm feeling any emotion right now. I want you to pause this video, sit down, and be like, I'm feeling, angry, sad, any emotion that makes you feel as if you want to cry. You cry, and you allow that to escape you. And you release the feelings of that emotion. A lot of people say it helped them journaling. You journal your feelings down. That helps a lot of people. That's what you do. Take a shower. That helps a lot of people release their feelings. That's what you do. Anything that allows you to feel great while releasing your feelings, anything that you feel as if, oh, this is going to help me release the feelings that I'm bundling in this cup, then you do that. You do just that. And how to stop allowing people's opinions to affect you is to do things that you love. Being able to be like, sit down with yourself for a couple minutes through every single day and tell yourself everything you love about yourself. How cliche it sounds, I don't care. You sit down and you write down every single thing you love about yourself. And if somebody else disagree with that, then you know what you do. You be like, okay, you're not going to be in my life then. Because if you say, oh yeah, you love this, you love your style, and somebody say, well, I don't like your style, I hate your style, this, that. It's okay for somebody to not like your style. It's another thing for somebody to criticize you about that. Like literally criticize you. Now that's not a friend. That's not a friend. That's just somebody that don't like you. You don't want somebody like that in your life. To be able to stop allowing other people's opinions to affect you, you have to be able to find that inner love in yourself. You got to be able to do things that you love. You got to stop lying to yourself. You want to love yourself, and you want to find that internal validation within yourself. You got to stop lying to yourself, because if you're going to do something and you don't do it, that's a lie. If you're not telling yourself the truth, when you fully blown know the truth, that's a lie. You can't expect yourself to love yourself if you're sitting here telling yourself lies, if you know for a fact that that's a blown up lie. Anything that you do, you have to tell yourself the truth. Like if you say that, if you're going to commit to something, means you got to commit to it. You got to at least do part of it, because you're lying to yourself if you don't even do part of it. If you want to find that love within yourself, you got to start doing things, and you got to stop lying to yourself, because that's basically like this. Your sister, your little brother. If you tell your little brother, oh, okay, I'm going to get you your favorite candy tomorrow. Tomorrow come. Brother come ask you, your little brother say, are we still going to get my favorite candy? And you say, no, not today, probably next week. And your little brother say, okay, then next week come and your little brother asks you again, are you going to still get my favorite candy? And you say, oh no, probably next week. And you keep pushing the date back and back. The little brother, you will lose trust in you. Sooner or later, your little brother won't even ask you, because they know for a fact that, oh yeah, she's going to keep pushing it back. I don't know, what's the point of even asking her? That's basically like you. You're telling yourself lies back to back, and you expect to gain trust. You're not going to gain trust within yourself, and you're not going to stop caring about other people's opinions, because you don't have trust in yourself. You generally just don't have trust in yourself. So if you don't want to care about other people's opinions, you don't want other people's opinions to affect you, first you got to gain trust in yourself. You got to start doing stuff you love, and you got to cut off the people that think otherwise. And that's right there, then you start gaining trust in yourself. Detach from external validation and detach to internal validation. So that basically means is detach from people's opinions and approval about you, and detach to your own opinion and approval about yourself. Sometimes that can get very hard due to the fact that we would think that we want ourselves every single day. We see ourselves every single day. Like, I don't want to be looking crazy. How I see myself, I don't know how other people see me. A lot of teens care so much about on how other people see them, to a point where they push their self-opinions to the side and don't care nothing about themselves. Every single time your little sister give you an opinion of yourself, like oh, I like your outfit, you be like, no, I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the other child. You continue telling her that you're like, I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the other child. I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the other child. That's what you're doing to yourself. You're literally pushing your own approval to the side and being like, I'm going to put other people's approval over you. So you sit tight and wait, because their approval comes first, then yours. And that's what you're doing. And you're making yourself smell like this little bitty blob and this small bitty heart. And every single time you do that to yourself, you know you're getting a needle and you're poking your heart. Every single time, and it's pain. You might not see the pain, but it will sooner or later it will start to show, and you don't want to do that. You do not want to continue poking yourself with a needle back to back. You don't want to do that. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be a snap in a finger. No, it's going to get hard. Sometimes you're going to seek people validation. You're going to seek people approval, but it's progress. You're going to have discipline. If you just continue doing it, you're going to see the progress. And it's discipline that's going to keep you going. It's going to keep you on your foot, So even though it might be hard, you still can start. You still can start with the knowledge that you know right now. And another thing is, the knowledge that you knew right now, you didn't know that in the past. So why beat yourself up for knowing that you didn't know the knowledge back then that you know right now? The knowledge that you knew back then, you did something with the knowledge that you knew back then. It might wasn't the best choice, but you did something. It worked out a little bit because you know the knowledge that you do right now that was a bad decision. So not continue to criticize yourself and beat yourself low to the ground where you can't even get back up. Sometimes it's going to be hard to pick yourself back up, but you got to be able to be like, the weight that I got on me right now, I can do it. I'm strong enough to do it. I'm strong enough to pick myself back up and walk like I know exactly who I am and I know my value. Today, we're going to stop seeking validation from other people, and we're going to start seeking it from ourselves. So anything that you wanted to do in life, you do it right now. Even if it might be cringe to almost half of your friends, even if like, my friends will not like this, my friends will kill me for this. Who cares? Do not care so much about how other people think about you. Only care about what you think about you, because you are the only person that can get you to where you want to be. And that's why people say seek inside approval. Do not seek other people's, because other people cannot get you to being this big successful person. You can only get you to be that big person. And either for you to be that big person, you got to start accepting your approval and stop accepting others. It's okay to take some advice from others. It's totally fine. I'm not saying never take advice from others, just care everything about what you say. No, this is where I draw the line. You tend to take so much advice from others to a point where you don't even care about your approval, that you seek your validation on their opinions. You seek your happiness on how they feel about you. Now that is where we draw the line. This one word can literally affect teenager whole day. If somebody be like, you're ugly, the opposite gender or the same gender, it's mainly the opposite gender, you're ugly. Do not allow that to affect you, because whoever is calling you ugly, then it take one to know one. If somebody just call you ugly and you're like, I'm not ugly, babes, Don't fuss with them. Don't cry. Don't do none of that. You just sit there and you be like, if I'm ugly, then what you think you are? You think you're prettier than me? You genuinely think that you're prettier than me, and you leave it where it's at. Like, at some point you gotta be like, if somebody called me ugly, I know I'm not ugly, so why would I fuss? Why would I give out a whole scene and be like, I wanna fight you, I'm finna fight you, girl? No, because it's like, okay, I'm ugly, okay, I will take that. I'm totally fine. I'm ugly. Oh, I'm so ugly. La la la. Like, do not allow that to affect your day. Choose which emotion you want to go with throughout your day, and you go right with that. And you don't care what nobody else says about you, because negative opinions at that, you throw to the curve and be like it's bread. Like, I'm throwing bread to the curve and I'm telling geese to eat it. Like, any negative opinions that you feeding to me, I'm feeding it right to geese. Like, I'm getting the bread and I'm feeding it right to them, because I genuinely don't care. Or I'm throwing it in the trash, or I'm washing my hands. Love what you love. I'm talking about that throughout this video, but love what you love. Anything you love it. Like, I know a lot of teenagers nowadays cannot truly love who they want to love, who they want to be, because it's so many people that they hang around influence how they act. Don't allow people to influence how you act, because if you do, you won't be you. You'll be the other people. You'll be whoever you influence you to be, that person. You want to love who you love. You want to love actually you. You know, and it's okay to love you. And the people that you hang around don't allow you to love you, then it's okay to say goodbye to them. Because sometimes people do not stay on our train forever. They just stay on our train for they only stay on our train to serve a purpose, and a purpose only. And that's totally fine. You know, allow people to get off your train when it's their time to come. If love what you love, don't care if people don't love it too. Like, you love it. So why care if they don't love it? It's not for them to love it. It's for you to love it. So anything that you, any color, any outfit, anything that you think is, bam, I'm that girl, then you do exactly that. A lot of people criticize you for anything that you love to do. Then, babes, look at them like they don't even have a brain. They don't even love themselves. Because people that love themselves wouldn't have time out their day to criticize other people that do. I'm going to tell you that. Like, it's a big no-no. You know how you invest your time and energy to things that you love to do? Why would you take your time and energy to invest your money into that? Like, think of it like, if we're not even investing our energy, we're investing our money. Why would you give haters $20 for calling you a negative name? Like, I'm not investing my money into you. Like, why am I doing that? See, that's what you got to think of. Anywhere you walk in a negative comment, is anybody that says something towards you or do something slick, and you invest your time in that and invest your energy into that, you think, why am I investing my money into this? You're basically investing your money. So I'm going to tell you that you're investing your money into people that don't like you. So you got to be like, wait, why am I investing my money into these people that don't even like me? You're like, okay, no, yeah, bye. Like, once you start thinking like that, you would tend to not invest your time and energy into things that don't make you happy, you know, or don't, you know, make you feel as if you love yourself, or don't bring back positive energy to yourself. Like, anything that you're doing, anything bad that you're doing, you got to think, I'm giving my money to this thing. I'm giving my money to these people. You're like, why am I doing that? I can just go give my money to something that's going to make me happy. And that's what you go do. Like, doom scrolling. You're investing your money into doom scrolling. So every single time you doom scroll, you're giving money to them. $20, $30, $50, $100. You're like, why am I giving? That's coming out your pockets. So you're like, wait, hold the freak up. No, I'm not doing this. Let me know. Let me go do something I love. And every time you do something you love, you know what you're doing? You're gaining money. You're gaining $100. You're gaining $15. You're gaining money every single time you do something you love. So you have to think like that. So then once you start doing things you love, you'll start thinking like, I'm gaining money every single time I'm doing this. I'm just gaining money. Like, I'm rich. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm a millionaire, you know? So love what you love and not care what other people think about you, because at the end of the day, you're that girl and you're that boy, whether people like it or not. The people that don't make you feel like you matter. That goes for friends. That goes for family. That goes for anybody that you talk to. Because if you're around people, You're basically, like I said last time, you're giving your money to people that don't like you or that don't value you whatsoever. We don't want to invest our money into people that don't love us and value us back. Invest your time and your money and your energy into people that allow you to be you. And to tell these people apart is to be like this. This is how you break it down. First, if you have friends that be in drama 24/7, always talking about boys, never working on their successful life, they don't have a dream for themselves, they don't compliment you, they don't give you good positive compliments, they always throwing a slick back compliment at you, then babe, them not your friends. Now if you're doing that to people, and you need to sit down and you need to be like, why am I doing this? Like, this is not helping me out, and this is literally hurting people. It's mainly a you thing. When people do things like this, like they criticize other people or they tell other people that you're not this, that, and third, you just like bad things, that person need to work on themselves. That person have went through things that they're not letting out. So what they're doing is they're taking it out on other people. And you are journaling come in. Because me, I don't like journaling like that. I'm not a big journaler. I don't really like to journal. But if you're that type of person, then that is where that need to come in. Whether you like it or not, you need to do it, because it's not okay, and genuinely not okay to treat people bad. It's not okay. And if you are treating people bad, you need to sit down and rethink your choices and be like, do I want to be this person that's doing all these bad things and hurting people? No, you don't want to have a dark cloud over you. You want to have a little pretty little flower cloud over you. You don't want your cloud to be dark. You don't want your bubble to be dark. You want your bubble to be bright. And you have to sit down, you got to journal, you got to rethink your choices, and you need to go apologize to everybody that you have hurt in the past, weeks that you are hanging around. But if you don't do that to people, let's get back to you, is don't allow yourself to be around people like that hurt you like that, because people like that will tell you that you're not enough, and people like that will make you seem as if you're not worth anything. But that's false. Anybody that came on this earth is worth something, because you won't be here on this earth if you weren't worth nothing. Dogs, animals, we all bring a living to here. We all bring matter to this earth. Even though that you love the people that you hang around and you've been knowing them for a long time, and you don't really want to cut them off, and you just know that they can be better, babes, you got to sit that to the side. A lot of time, we as people, we look at people that's doing bad right now, and we think of, oh, how they could be better. We look at their potential, and that's what we look at. We're like, oh, your potential, oh, your potential. But you have to put that to the side, because if you continue to look at people of potential, you will never see who they are right now. If somebody's showing you that they don't care nothing about you, but you're still so focused on, oh, how they could be or what they could be, then you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck in this loop of theirs. They're going to be twirling you around. You're just going to be sitting there happy. You're just going to twirl. You're just going to be just happy. Like, oh, yeah, they're like, you're so slow for even falling into this loop. So, babes, stop and get out the loop. You got to stop putting yourself in a cage and then making it hard for yourself to just walk out. You're putting yourself in these cages, and the door is wide open for you to walk right out of it. Just walk right out. But you're so afraid to see what's out on the outside that you think that, oh, and to be in here might be more comfortable to be on the outside. If I walk out this cage, it might be worse. Something bad might happen. Standing outside of that cage, it's the best thing that can ever happen to you. And you just don't even know, because you're so scared that if you walk out there, something bad is going to happen. You're so focused on the bad thing that you completely forgot the good and what good can happen. No matter if it's scary or not, walk out the cage, because whatever outside of that cage, I bet 100% that is way better than in the cage that you're in right now. Okay? So that's basically applies to friends. Walk away from them friends, because I promise you right now, the friends that you have right now are not even close to better than the friends that you're going to have in the future, or you have if you leave them friends alone. So walk away from them friends that do not fulfill you or do not lift you. And so if you walk away from friends like that, sooner or later you will meet friends the same way you are, better, just as loving as you is. So don't be afraid to cut off friends. Don't be afraid to cut off people from holding you back from achieving, from being the best version of yourself, from creating the best version of yourself. So, like I said, walk out that cage and do not look back. Don't think, oh, if this cage is so comfortable out there, it might be freezing cold. Babes, the cage isn't comfortable. It's all imagination, babes. You think the cage is comfortable. The cage isn't comfortable. The cage is in you up every single time you allow yourself to sit in that cage. It's in you up and you don't even see it because you're so focused on what might happen on the outside of that cage that you completely forgot all the bad things that's happening inside of it. I love y'all so much, my power queens. I hope y'all took some advice from this video. And if you're, any advice that you took from this video, I want you to apply it to your life and just somewhat, or take little pieces of it and apply it to little pieces of your day, because I want every single one of these people that's watching this video, I want y'all to grow in many different forms, okay? And I love y'all so much, my power queens.